bring the saints. You know what you need? Bring the saints.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. This evening, the capper to this divisional round. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he goes all the way for the touchdown. Fireworks to start this night with an opening kickoff return for 6. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said. And, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Devontae Smith there to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Funny throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it as well as you can ask.
By his left sideline, that is complete. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. And even 30 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult.
Overcome him in a flash, and he lost the football.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
McCarthy now going to start with a pass. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. Here's a run. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Nolan Smith.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll go with him again. And he's in! Touchdown Saints. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
Devontae Smith on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Man in motion is Smith.
19 right. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, right side. He's got it. They gained 18 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down,
Corey,
Eagles.
70. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Saints going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
On the set. Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll look to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
And they gain about 6 there. It's up past the 35-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
It is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Ready up.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Forced out wide. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He'll look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. And let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught. Trey Palmer. He's going to have a first down and forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
9 yards. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
1-yard line.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter, and forced
That one, take it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
And he gets in. And now they're back within a score. The deficit is just 7.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll air one out for Palmer. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Grupe able to add the extra point. And the Saints add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's got his tight end likely downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Flushed to his left. He runs with it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Okay, break.
From the 34-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
70 Rangers, 18 Cardinals.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagle. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
His kick is good.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He's going to run it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
At the 38-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. On the ground, this is Kendra Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, New Orleans.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain.
Here's second and 2.
Second and 2.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll have enough to move the change. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
First down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
New Orleans,
inches.
third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New Orleans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints are going to extend their lead.
Eagles 15.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter.
Ready.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
20-yard line.
Ready. Look at my check mash, check mash.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Go. Ready.
Back to throw. Going for it all. That is brought in. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. Here's first and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
19, Tiger, 19.
He'll drop to throw. Short, complete to Likely. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup. Brings up
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
It's third down. And
Buffalo
4
18.
yards to go.
And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
Eagles.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Riley. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Finding room across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 32.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. He'll give on the ground, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he's in. Trey Palmer. Touchdown Saints. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Saints will extend this third quarter lead.
36. Eagles 15.
So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Has an opening past the 40. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is gone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Eagles.
Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job, That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He will get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
36. Eagles 23.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This is 3rd and 6. To throw is McCarthy. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
A gain of 6
This
yards.
exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he will throw all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case,
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
Will to throw. Rolling right. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good. For an
It's
Eagles
another big play in a game that's had its share.
1st and 10
Pick up
at
of
the
46
36-yard
yards.
line.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
19 left.
He'll look to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back.
To the end zone. It's intercepted.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with the pass play for 6. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's going to give himself up, dives to the turf. Bit of a strange return there. We're going to start with very poor field position.
Red! Gotta be lying! Ready, ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go! 19, clock, go!
4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
And that's a big-time effort on 4th down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead Not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they got a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Throw here down the field. It will fall incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
18 Rattler.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
19 tight. 19 tight. 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. It's taken in, and he's going to have an Eagles first down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long, and they get a new set of downs.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Come on. Come on. Go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
The 33-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Moving to his right. Now he takes off.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. He gets free. He's to the 40. Still going. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown 6. What A spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard
Okay,
line.
ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. Cougar 19.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the Saints. They are moving on. And as the #1 seed, the victory means they locked out another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.